Would that count? Like, would the ATF count that as a vertical foregrip?
Honestly, I think
like
the ATF would just shove it in their mouth. Like, I don't even think it would make it to trial. They would just rip it off and just give it to their wife's boyfriend and just like have a ball.
You're listening to the Art and War podcast with your hosts, Mitch and Nathan. Mitch is a former airborne infantry squad leader who now spends most of his time coaching soccer. Nathan is a professional illustrator and an avid shooter with a couple of years of Canadian military experience. Together, they run the Seaburn art page. Enjoy the show.
So I think the moment that I kind of became, I don't know, like my Hail Mary moment where I started being disgusted by the state and kind of all the machinations of it and, you know, thinking that everything, like every level, I think I was radicalized by r/weekendgunnit.
What is that? Yeah.
Weekendgunnit. It's like, I never really used Reddit, but I don't, and I never really did. But people would send me memes from it. And it was always just like you remember the fucking Boogaloo memes?
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
I created a few as well, and I look back and I'm just like,
and it was just such a pipeline. And I've always kind of had tendencies to, you know, dislike or disagree with, you know, the establishment media and the narratives. But similarly to a lot of things, the memes kind of put me down a weird road. I think, you know, like anyone who's former military or former law enforcement, or a lot of people, as we were just kind of talking about before this, there's such a pipeline, especially for the younger guys, of, oh shit, who the fuck am I working for? And like, what have I done? And it kind of goes one of two ways, which is they question what they're doing, and like the entire system falls apart. It's like, oh, well, my career and everything that I've done has been built upon a house of lies. Am I the bad guy? Or they really double down because their entire identity kind of relies on it. But yeah. I think that was kind of my moment. Same with and I was always kind of like anti-authoritarian, but 2019, 2020, 2021 really cemented it to get me to where I am right now. What about you?
I think I came across you ever hear the Corbett Report?
No, actually, tell me.
On YouTube. I think his channel got banned, but he essentially super intelligent guy. He's in Japan, by the way, and just the different videos on like whether it be 9/11 millions or just previous conflicts and history in general. And I was like, oh man, that's pretty interesting to think about because he just worded it so well. And I was like, oh, holy shit. Maybe I should take a deeper dive than like a fucking Fox News headline or something like that.
Yeah.
You know? And there's definitely the dudes who are like, they're either all out, like, oh man, I might be the bad guy, I might be doing this. And then like, obviously, or the dudes who are like, they just double down. I think the interesting middle ground is the dudes who do the gangster shit behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, I'll write my fucking ticket from time to time or do this. And then they just got like a bunch of gangster shit that they just don't talk about. Those are probably my favorite right there.
Yeah. No, 100%. I find it just really interesting how it all works and how it goes together. But yeah, really today we've got Charlie at Charlie Likes Cocks with a COK. Oh fuck, BR. Sorry, I just burped. Do we keep that in? I don't know.
You keep it in, dude. That you looked hella cute when you did it. Just it was like a little
It's 11 o'clock. I just drank a Monster so we can do this. Fuck it, honestly. I don't even know how to fucking introduce you, dude. You do it. I'm a professional podcast.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I guess I play a professional retarded person, I guess, and I don't even know if it's I play him. It just kind of comes naturally. But no, just a regular dude out of the Pacific Northwest. Really just enjoying life at the moment.
Yeah, you like feet pics, and you got a fun Glock. I
do have a fun Glock. Yeah.
What does Sarah coded on the side again?
So it says, I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is. I had a buddy who was getting into Cerakoting, and I was like, yeah, dude, you if you want to practice, I got a couple Glocks. And I gave him one, and I was like, yeah, try and do this one in a legit kind of way, put something cool. And this one, do whatever you want. He's like, yeah, I got you. And he comes back, and I think that might have been after I'd already made the Instagram into likes cocks, and he put I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is on each side. And then on the Delta Point Pro, which I switched over to my 34, and that's what I run all the time now.
Do you carry that in your pants?
A 34? No.
Yeah, is that your EDC? Okay.
No, my EDC is an M&P 2.0, because if I shoot someone with it, I don't give a shit if the cops have to take it for like 2 years. So it's like, all right, you can take it. All my Glocks are like, every once it also depends, because sometimes I feel like carrying my Glocks, but mostly it's the M&P 2.0.
Yeah, I was going to say, carrying a Glock 34, that's big dick energy right there.
Yeah, no, I don't. You know what? I don't think I've ever tried it, because I just don't have like an EDC holster for it. But that's definitely my range gun, my speedy boy.
Yeah.
Trying to move fast. But yeah, the gay Glock is what I call it, because there are dudes who are gay with Glocks, but I got gay Glock, so my buddy Kit accidentally, I think it was Kit, accidentally tried to associate gay Glock with someone else. And but yeah, it has, I think, a total of 6 dicks on it. Like, dude,
holy shit. Yeah, I saw 2 on the top. Yeah,
it's amazing. I got kind of pictures of it on the gram, but it's super awesome. It has a dope stipple job, and it's just all around nice. I don't shoot it near enough what I should.
Dude, I honestly think you concealed carry that, and if you have to waste someone with that, imagine the look on.
Oh yeah, can you imagine if I had to dump on some dude who is anything but white, and they're just like, "Yo, we got his ass," and then I pull out gay Glock, and then you just watch he's like a liberal DA's head explode, and there's like, "Oh, what to do? Is he racist? I don't know." That would be absolutely amazing. You know what? That's a good point. Because that would be worth it getting taken for 2 years while they're just trying to find anything to
fucking hold on you.
Yeah, pretty much. So maybe I'll get a 2.0. I got a buddy offer.
Just imagine that fucking pistol showing up during discovery, like being pulled out at a trial as evidence. Incredible.
Oh, well, it's like, could you imagine if Rittenhouse had a giant fucking dildo foregrip, and there's like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, they showed it, and oh man, that might be classic. Yeah, you got me thinking about that now. I might have to switch it up.
You may have to.
Yeah,
I think like a little underbarrel, like rail mounted dildo, wonderful.
Oh yeah, that would be. I have a nut sack that a buddy, but I think lots of dudes have that. But
would that count? Like, would the ATF count that as a vertical foregrip?
Honestly, I think the ATF would just shove it in their mouth. Like, I don't even think it would make it to trial. They would just rip it off and just give it to their wife's boyfriend and just like have a ball. Honestly, like
they're going to see those 6 cocks on the gun,
and they're just going to
go to town.
More wood than a pre-Biden Home Depot. Like, it's going to get so
excited. I can already tell this is going to be my favorite episode.
Nice. Well, hopefully it is. But yeah, and then I switched the DPP, which still has the 2 dicks, and across the top it says gay. And,
wait, your Delta Point says gay on the
top? It does. And, in one of the videos, there's a video in one of the slow motions. You could kind of see one of the dicks. But so that's what I run on my 34. So like, I like to think of myself as a competent shooter, and
I think you're a Renaissance man, really. Like
a Renaissance man.
Yes, you're just a man of culture. You got many talents, and you run a Delta Point with 2 cocks and the word gay on it.
Yo, that could be it. You know what I mean? It's just vibes. That's what it is. Trying. You know what? I think I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say I'm probably better than everyone else.
Yes.
So.
Okay. That goes without saying. I didn't even have to say it.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so love that sight. We were talking about it earlier. Love that gun. I should probably start carrying it more. But also,
you should. I think every day.
I don't even know what the 2.0 would have. My buddy has a laser engraver, and he wanted to laser engrave. What's it called? When you could take a picture of it, and it brings you. It's like a link, hyperlink, or fucking whatever.
QR code.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, I went full retard on that.
Did you find?
Yeah, so like a QR code on the side of the gun, and I wanted it to I want it to bring you to just like a YouTube video of two dudes kissing or something like that. We were at MilSim West. Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling at this point.
Dude, no, you're fine. Go
we were
on.
at MilSim West, right? And amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Great. It's just, I can't say enough great things about it. But anyways, so you're allowed to search people that you've downed, right? You ask them, of course, they consent. So my buddy goes up and he's like, "Hey man, can I search you?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You got anything?" He's like, "Yeah, I got some stuff up here." And he's pointing towards like an admin pouch or something. So he's like, "All right." Pulls out this piece of paper and it says top secret because some dudes carry maps and stuff. Yeah. And he opens the piece of paper and it's just two dudes kissing. God, his ass. It was just, it's next level. And then my buddy, he dropped a what was it, Micah, and then they brought out you know those little cards you get in Vegas. I don't know if you've ever been to Vegas, but you get these like little cards.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh dude, I went at 20 and they're like people handing out cards on the side of the road so you can like get a prostitute or
so whatever. You can get a chick that definitely doesn't weigh as much or weighs way less in real life. Or scratch that, rewind, fuck it up. But yeah, so they were dropping those cards on dudes they killed. So it's next level, man. It's just such a good time.
Dude, that sounds fucking good. I want to get back into Airsoft and go to one of those. Just got to print out a whole bunch of pictures of dudes kissing and carry it around with me.
Oh,
and steal his idea.
And I like to think of myself as like a decent troll, you know what I mean? Like any of my buddies in chats or whatever. I drop some decent trolls, but I don't even know how I'd begin to top that in real life. Like you just
I don't know. Like he may have just beaten us already.
Yeah, I don't even know what I could do.
I have this like God, it was a gift a little while ago. It's a set of coasters. And you can get coasters printed off as a QR code. And just anyone who comes to my house can, pick up their phone and, point their phone at it and it goes to the hyperlink. And it's just a 10-hour video of Shrek playing the saxophone. But,
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, but it's so exploitable. It can be so much worse than that.
Yeah, it's true. But 10 hours of Shrek sounds like some Guantanamo gay stuff. You know what I mean? Can you imagine 10 hours of that? Jesus.
Oh, my God. Just play that out the side of your fucking battle wagon. Anyways, I wanted to get into Washington sucks now. How does it feel living there?
Well, it's kind of one of those things, right? That like gun control only affects you if you fucking listen to it.
Yes,
type deal. So that's kind of the first thing. I mean, Washington State as a shooting community and all the people around here, it's really next level. Like tons of great people, different skill sets, great training, just really awesome. As far as the politics, like. Yeah, it sucks. The big cities, it sucks. I had to work in Seattle for a while, and that was.
I'm so sorry.
That was just hell. Like, or even Tacoma. I was going to a gun shop, and I was rounding the corner, and I was on the phone with my buddy Sam, and I was looking at like there's just homeless people, and they're like shooting up and shit, and I'm just like, oh man, check out these fucking oxygen thieves, and I thought like, oh man, that might be a little harsh, right? But in that same kind of breath, that same sentence, there's a chick walking down the street, obviously homeless, and she was the size of Precious, man. You know what I mean? Like she was fighting Jesus for every breath she took, and she literally pulls down her spandex. How she got them in that size, I have no clue. And then there's tidy whities, bro. And then she pulls those down, so she's completely naked from the waist down. But there's so many fat rolls, you're kind of limited on what you could see as far as front snatch. And then she just walks about 10 feet and just pulls them right back up. And that's like, yep, that's Washington, man.
That's Seattle. The Industrial Revolution has fucking consequences.
It's all coming down I-5. So it's just like fuck, what's the best comparison? It's like let me go full non-hetero here. It's like Game of Thrones, and you got that ice wall, and it's just like fuck, the hordes are coming in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
oh man.
Pretty lame. But on the upside, the shooting community and everything out here is next to none. Like I've had great opportunities to shoot with amazing people and connect with amazing people and just do a bunch of fun shit. So it's kind of like it's good and bad.
Do you think you may move, or you may stay there and just kind of
Yeah, no, I'm not staying here.
Yeah.
For sure. That's definitely not something I want to do, because it's pretty bad now, and Washington is pretty much just a couple years behind California, and California is just a couple years behind. Fuck, I don't know.
Canada.
Yeah, Canada. And what's Canada behind? It's like 2 feet behind
Australia, I think.
Stalin-ish shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no plans to stay here. It's already been discussed with the wifey, you know.
Yeah. No, honestly, man, that is a good call. Get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. And fuck, I don't even know. There's still a few states that are pretty decent, but as far as shooting and everything like that, like I said before, you could stay here and it's kind of weird because I've actually moved before and came back just for guns, you know, because I like guns. And after I came back, I kind of realized, you know, after meeting so many people and so many friends, like, honestly, getting what I want is just a couple hour drive. Like, they could ban mags if they want, but I can leave at breakfast time, go get some mags, and be back by dinner.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, so you're a couple hours drive from border Idaho.
Yeah, yeah. So it's that part is, it's almost not even, it's bullshit that they're doing it, but it's the other stuff that comes along with it.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, wow.
Like, I hear a lot of people always say, like, oh, well, just don't comply. But it's kind of the principle of the matter, too. I absolutely agree. Don't comply. But you're right. It's the things that come along with it, and it's the policies that come along with it. And sometimes they're tenable. Sometimes they aren't. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, you could drive in any direction for 5 minutes and see a homeless camp or something like that. So it's like, and that's just one aspect that kind of shits on life. You know, it's like, let's go for a nice walk. And next thing you know, you got a dude who built a full on chimney. And like, unfortunately, he hasn't succumbed to CO yet. So he's just fucking just chilling with needles and everything like that. They cleaned it up when Biden came out, though. So
of course,
that lasted for about a weekend.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. But yeah, definitely in the plans to get out. But upside, still be within driving distance to see all the homies, and the homies come to see me, because you can only go. I mean, there's a detox period when you haven't kissed the homies in a while. So
no, I feel that 100%.
So my sister was doing what was it? She was looking up ancestry and all that good shit. And because I didn't want to, and I'm not about to spend money for dead people.
Oh yeah, like that 23andMe bullshit.
Yeah. So she found my sixth great grandpa, and she sent me his name and like a bio and shit, and I'm reading it, and the piece of shit was in the Revolutionary War as a British soldier.
No! Oh, yeah, fuck.
Dude. Immediately, I just get cut down, dude.
Yeah.
And then, was it after he lost, because he's a fucking loser? He went to Canada.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, can you imagine that? So I've like, you got to find someone cooler than that, man. Like,
yeah, no, I fucking agree. Man, yeah. I went for... Like, I went out with my dad a little while ago, and I told you the story, you know, off there a bit ago. One of the things that came up, he's big into ancestry and all that, and, you know, I could give a shit. But he's talking about, like, oh, yes, you know, after the Revolutionary War, some of your ancestors were British loyalists, and they moved up here. And I'm just like, shame.
Yeah.
Like, fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just told me they were cucks, Dad.
Yeah,
like, that would have saved us a conversation. I wonder, do you think he thought it was cool? Like, hey, man,
he thought it was cool. He was telling me to impress me. I'm like, fucking no, are you serious?
Right? Like, hey,
telling me they're cucks for the crown?
Jesus, dude. So we're kind of in the same. Honestly, that's kind of like the same position. You know?
Yeah, 100%. It's like, well, like, I didn't give a shit about my ancestry before, and I give even less of a shit now. So, thanks, I guess.
Yeah, so I don't know. She sent me that, and she thought it was hilarious, just because I'm into guns and all that.
It's such a like ironic thing.
Yeah. So, and she hasn't sent me anything that would like, oh, maybe because somehow like someone must have not been a cuck and was like, nah, I'm gonna stay on this side. You know, it's a little bit cooler over here.
Yeah, because I mean, you're there.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just got to take the hit, and well, now that it's out there, I assume I'll be hearing about it a lot more.
Yeah. Well, some random ancestor of both of ours was just simping for the crown.
Yeah. You got a little bit more fucked than I did, but
yeah, I grew up in this fucking cucked country.
Well, maybe not, dude, because I ended up in Washington, so it's just not as bad. Well, actually, I ended up in California, so.
Oh, dude, yeah, okay, yeah, you didn't get too far ahead of me.
So maybe it was just some grimy ass dude back in the day. He was like, "Yeah, I don't want to go to Canada. That shit's lame." It was like, "Well, what else you want to do? I don't know, let's go fucking look for gold or something." That'd be kind of dope.
That would be pretty dope, man.
I highly doubt it,
but you never know. I mean, you did end up there.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess you gotta kind of look at the positive. But yeah, that's my fun fact that I learned recently, and thank God I didn't spend money on it because I'd be fucking pissed. Honestly, I'd probably write an IOU over his grave in fucking Cucksville, Canada.
Just drive up to Canada, find the grave, take a leak,
Yeah, right. Just go over and be like, "You a bitch." There's nothing you could do. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna wait till you die and fucking Jesus has to mediate you calling him a piece of shit? Like, there's no other option.
But yeah, like, did you grow up in California? Well, how did all that happen?
Kind of, sorta. So, man, I am so my sorry. Dad was a Marine, so my mom was really into like just fucking throwing it out to whoever was at the bar, and he happened to be the unlucky one, and he knocked her up. He went to Desert Storm, came back, and was like, "Oh, I want to be cooler in this." So he joined the Army, came up here for a bit, actually, and then went back to went to North Carolina. They fell out of love, and then went back to California. So pretty much there the whole time until I came up here, right after I reached manhood, I guess you could say.
Yeah. God, that... Whereabouts in California was it?
Joshua Tree, California.
Auschwitz, California?
No, dude, I wish, dude. They had a swimming pool at least. I didn't even have one of those.
How's it going, gang? This is... Fuck. How's it going, guys? This is BR, producer and editor of the Art and War podcast, with an offensively British accent. And I'm here to tell you that your support matters. It has made a massive difference to our capabilities and what we're able to do here through your support of, yes, I'm going to say the P word, Patreon. No, seriously, we love every single one of you that supports that. So what can you get from subscribing to our Patreon? Well, our Patreon subscribers enjoy 5 different tiers of exclusive perks, ranging from all of the content the lads would post on a pre-Zuckerberg Instagram, so spicier stuff. Download any and all of Mitch and Nathan's guides and illustrated targets in glorious high resolution, behind the scenes info like guest schedules, and at our highest tier, get monthly art commissions created by Nathan himself. You can find our Patreon via the link in this episode's description, or in the Seaburn Art page's bio on Instagram.
Hey, do you guys like war belts? Well, let me tell you about a super high, military grade, Army spec war belt from one of our most near and dear sponsors, Advanced Warfighter Solutions. Not only are they super high military grade in quality, they are also civilian grade in quality and actually really fucking cool belts. I highly recommend that you get one. I've been using mine for years, even long before AWS has been a sponsor of this podcast. So if you use code ARTandWar10, you can save some, I think it's $10 off of AWS SMU warfighting belt. We don't get any kickback from that. You just save money, and they're an awesome company that also contributed to Nathan's iPad fund because he needed a new iPad. So good for them. They're really cool. Thank you very much.
Thanks, AWS. Now let's get back to the show.
Okay. Shit. I keep on getting thrown off this.
Your field tip. But that's neither here nor six girls. But no. But yeah, California. California, just a shitty desert town. It's a place where everyone likes to go and take pictures and pretend they had a hard life in the desert for 24 hours.
Yeah. At least it wasn't fucking Los Angeles or San Diego.
Geez, I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to survive, I don't think.
Yeah.
But yeah, and a totally gunless place too. So never shot a gun, never did any of that. It just was kind of like, hey, just have
How
fun.
did you get into guns in that case?
Oh, how did it? Oh, so what happened was I was
not
here.
to ask the Mitch question, but now I'm genuinely curious.
Good. Totally good. So I was living where I'm living now, and this is probably this is maybe 2015, 2016. A neighbor, some little old Asian lady, she had her door kicked in.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah, so she had her door kicked in, and I was like, oh, fuck, we don't have a gun, you know? And my buddy was into guns, and he had a Smith & Wesson SDV 40.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, dude. And he was like, well, you could buy it. So I convinced my old lady that I should buy it. And I bought it. And it was so cringe because, like, I had a concealed carry shirt with a pocket, like a shoulder holster. And
Really?
I was carrying around a 40 Smith & Wesson in this, like, concealed carry shirt, not chambered. And I remember first time I went out with it, I was, like, walking through Safeway. And I was like, holy fuck, this is going to go off at any time. Like, I'm a lethal weapon here. So yeah. And then I think one day I snuck out and bought my first AR from Cabela's, and then dude, it just kind of spiraled from there. Then I got into like builders kits from like Palmetto, and just kind of went on. And then I forget, I got there's a Facebook FUD group or something like that. Went out and shot with them, and like that was hella gay. Type of dudes who just dress up in full kit and just shoot steel all day, like 10 yards in front of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be a piece of shit like that. And so that's when I like bought a timer and just kind of going up in the mountains and shooting by myself.
Honestly, man, I feel that so hard. That's basically all of my last few years. The shooting groups here aren't very fun. I don't even think we have those like getting in full kit and just LARPing people here. It's mostly just FUDs. Not even a lot of long range dudes. I'm pretty sure where I am, steel targets are illegal too.
Really? You can't even, like, the stuff you shoot?
Yep.
Is illegal?
I mean, like, obviously no one fucking listens. I've got a fucking garage full of steel targets.
Yeah.
But they're against Canadian firearms officer regulations, and you're not allowed to put them anywhere. It's like provincially banned.
Oh my goodness. That just makes me think my 6th grade grandpa was more of a fucking cuck.
Yep.
Like, wow, that's interesting to know, because you never, dudes never really, you hear about California and New York and all those other places where, the government just kind of sit around and blow each other all day as they think of new stuff to ban. But Canada, you don't really think of it that much. You don't.
It's fucking weird here. You can't even shoot in your own land. You're not allowed.
Really? So is it just like indoor ranges or a particular spot that's sanctioned?
There's like Department of Natural Resources ranges that you can get your wildlife card and you can book them for free forever. Or what a lot of the dudes do is they just get like varmint hunting permits and go, quote, varmint hunt, unquote, which is like they'll just go shoot targets on public land. And if anyone bothers them, they'll be like, oh, I'm plinking while I'm out hunting coyotes or whatever. Basically, you can shoot on public land if you have a game tag for whatever's in season. And for varmints, I think it's basically all year. But if they catch you with like it's super cucked. It's awful.
Wow, that's wild to think about. So if they do they go pretty hard out there? Because I know some of the DNR guys here can be pretty lame about it. But if they catch you, like, I don't know, do they just come up and are hella nice and is like, hey man, you're a slave, right? Like, you can't be doing this.
I've heard of a mix. Like, I've heard of some guys here who are like, they will actively support you if you're breaking the rules. Like, they don't give a fuck. They will, like, I've heard of stories where people will, like, they'll roll up on you using like a SIG MCX or something, which is turbo banned, and they'll be like, fuck yeah, okay, can I see that? Cool. And like shoot off a few rounds and just like let you go. And I've heard of stories where you aren't actually breaking the rules and they'll try and get you anyway. Like, wow. A buddy of mine was like, when ARs got banned.
Yeah.
The police, like our version of the FBI and ATF that basically runs all of the like the firearms licensing and all of that, they decided after the legislation came down, they decided to add their opinion on a whole bunch of more models that should be banned. So they banned a bunch of things without actually the legislation going through. They updated all the, we consider this illegal and this legal. And there were a few things that weren't AR-15s that they added to the list. And my buddy had one, and because it was banned through opinion alone and not law, he didn't care, as no one should. He went out and shot with it anyway. And a DNR guy came across him, like, shooting legally on public land, and tried to confiscate it tried to charge him with having a prohibited weapon, and then tried to take him down to the police station. The guy was just like, "No, this isn't illegal. No."
Did he send him to go meet grandma or what?
No, I think he had to go down to the police station, but like he's in a pretty gun friendly area.
Yeah.
And yeah, he basically told the DNR officer that he was a retard and to fuck off, and went to the police station to clear it up later. But the fact he even had to do that, fuck, man.
Yeah, that's wild. Canada's wild. And it's only going to get crazier with that.
It is, with the fucking handgun ban coming down.
Yeah.
And I think it's, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's going to pass. Like, we don't have enough of a united front against it. Like, I think anyone, a Canadian that's listening to this, do what you can. But unfortunately, we're in a position right now where, like, the really left parties control everything. And it's, like, there's not enough of a gun culture, and there's definitely not enough of a handgun owner. Like, not enough people own handguns here. Yeah. There are a lot of barriers for entry for owning handguns. And it's not a ton of people. So your average voter doesn't know or really give a shit. It's just political theater.
Yeah.
But
pretty much. And it's kind of weird that you guys are changing your stuff up because of events that happen here.
Yeah, it's like there's a mass shooting in America with a rifle, and then Canada responds by banning handguns.
You know what? That kind of reminds me of like when 50 Cent came out in America, that the Indians were just all about it.
Wait, what?
That, like, 50 Cent comes out in America, like 50, and then all of a sudden you got like dudes in India who are just like, yeah, this shit pops.
That's fucking hilarious. That reminds me, I used to live in the Middle East, and everyone was listening to, and this is like in 2003, and the only thing on the radio that wasn't like Arabic music was Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne. I mean, that's super interesting, but I think someone saying that they were just like, yeah, I lived in the Middle East in 2003, like that's pretty interesting in itself.
Oh yeah. No, not for any cool reasons. I was young. I was like 12, 13 years old, and my dad moved up there for work. Like he got a job working for a university, and I just kind of moved there, like the only kind of white kid in well, not really. There were a lot of expatriate kids at the school, but outside the school, the only one I knew were two Australian kids that taught me about first-person shooters. But the United Arab Emirates.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's where they got all the Lambos and stuff like that. So that's pretty...
it was super fucking weird. I wouldn't really go back, and I wouldn't really recommend anyone puts it at the top of their tourist destinations. But it was an interesting life experience. Really humbling.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd ever want to go visit. I mean, it's hard enough to get me to drive to Seattle as it is, let alone like let's go to.
Yeah, but Seattle, you couldn't pay me to go to Seattle.
Yeah, that's true. Dog shit, complete dog shit. Maybe that was a bad example. I'm trying to think of a super Arab place around here. Definitely not Leavenworth. Yeah, I don't know, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
you're a world traveler, dude.
Dude, it gives you a little bit of perspective. I think everyone should travel a little bit, like try and get out of their comfort zone. And I think it really shows you that everywhere is kind of just the same. And the only thing that really changes is people's attitude towards things. Like every big city, essentially, no matter where you go, is like within one or two standard deviations of each other.
Yeah, it's kind of, I've been to Mexico one time. And that, I don't know, I must have been like 11 or 12. And, I don't know. It was really weird. I just remember walking down the street and you're just like, oh, gross, is Mexico. We were outside of the nice places, and like this like poor kid who was obviously younger than me, it was like came up to me and was like, chicle, trying to sell those little gum things. And I was a kid. I didn't have any money, and I don't even know what Monopoly money they use down there. But I just remember like thinking like, one, like, oh fuck, that sucks for you, and two, like, nah, I'm trying to get back to the hotel and play some Halo. You know what I mean? Oh, would have been cool to get some gum while I played Halo, though. So
it would have been.
They're probably dead, but. So yeah, but it was cool seeing that perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, and I still kind of remember it. Just crazy. Like, holy shit, this is how the not good half lives.
Yeah, dude, Mexico is just, it's sad. It's really, really, really fucking sad.
So you said you went to Japan as well earlier. So
I never went to Japan. No, that did not happen. I've been to a bunch of countries though. My mom is Malaysian Chinese, so we spent
really?
a bunch of time. Yeah, you can't tell, can you?
No, even like through the video right now, you're looking real white there, man.
Oh, dude. Here, how's this?
Oh, yo, you got the slanty eyes going on.
Yeah, if I do the slanty eyes, it's a little more, but it makes me bad at driving, so I can't hold them like that for very long.
Well, yeah, because your hands are off the wheel.
Yeah. No, sometimes I use a little piece of Scotch tape to keep them up.
Oh yeah, how does that work?
It's the only way my family accepts me.
I can't even make Scotch tape stay on the gun when I'm trying to fucking paint it. So I can imagine just trying to like hold your eyes for obviously the sketchy reasons as you're driving down a road in Canada.
Oh my god. No, my sister got all the fucking Asian genes. She looks like straight up fucking chicken fried rice. But it's weird though. Like I had the full Asian childhood.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh man, like the full Tiger Mom everything. Like I played piano, went to like Kumon math tutoring, all of that shit. And when I joined the army and like got into guns, she wasn't a big fan of that.
Not at all. Really?
Yeah.
You think people from fucked up countries would really be into that, but
right? No, I think I brought it up on this podcast before, but like my mom's side of the family escaped China during the purges, and like she has firsthand experience, as a young peasant escaping a tyrannical government like over a land border. And one day we had the conversation, and this is years ago before I kind of found myself philosophically and politically, and I asked her, like, this is like we were having a conversation with the Patriot Act, and I asked her, hey, are you comfortable with the government just able to search your internet history and search your emails and read your text messages? And she goes, yeah, well, if I've got nothing to hide, I don't worry about it. And like the cognitive dissonance that you need to think like that, and the idea that like, well, that government wasn't good, but our current government, it totally has our best interests at heart and should be trusted with this power. Like it's completely insane to me.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild. That is just like, all right, well, no, these guys are different. Fucking trust me.
Yeah, these guys are fine. Don't worry about it. Justin Trudeau totally has your best interests at heart.
Yeah, that's wild, and especially leaving China. I mean, because honestly, the alternative route that would have been taken is just building iPhones or something shitty.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, or probably like ending up in a mass grave after the fucking like the peasant purge in northern China. Wasn't great, and apparently that is what we're happening. There was genuine ethnic cleansing happening around the time that she escaped.
I mean, that would suck too.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody ever told him just that's not cool. Yeah. But yeah, that's wild. Well, that's just like what we were saying, like my old lady in Cambodia and their family getting away from the killing fields and all that good stuff.
Yeah. So your old lady, was she born here, or did she?
Born there, and came here young enough to get into dope American shit, so I wouldn't have to deal with any weirdness, because they're a different culture. I've been to a bunch of Cambodian parties where you're the only white dude, right? And you're in a room full, and these fucking assholes, they put on some Cambodian comedy, and it's like, all right, they all start laughing. You could fake it and you could laugh, but they know you're a lying piece of shit, or you could just sit there quiet and awkward. And actually, the only other dude who wasn't Cambodian, his wife was Cambodian. He was Arab, and I was kind of relieved because he always just he just kind of carried the vibe, like, yo, as soon as we leave here, I'm gonna beat the shit out of her. So it kind of took the heat off of me a little bit, and everyone kind of knew it. I was like, all right, that's pretty lit. I mean, not getting the shit beat out of me. Well, I don't know, maybe they're into it, but yeah, so. Definitely weird. That whole thing is kind of weird, but
no, I get that. Like, basically, my dad and I were the only white. I guess for me, white looking. For him, just like full on white accountant vibe. people at all the Asian parties growing up. Like all of my social groups, everything, all my family friends, everyone was Asian, and it was just another fucking world, man. Like I spent my entire life not.
Can you speak the language?
No, fuck no. Oh man. My mom tried to teach me Cantonese growing up, and I went to this little Buddhist temple down, a couple blocks from where I live now, and they tried to teach me Cantonese, and one day they just cut my hair without permission.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, no, it was super fucked up. They
it
with like bald? It was weird. It was like a monk haircut. And they used a pair of really dull scissors. And I remember it like, God, fuck, this is like over 20 years ago. I remember it was like it was yesterday. It fucking hurt. And my mom, you know, she was a tiger mom. She really didn't have a lot of patience or sympathy for any of my problems. Apparently, I must have made quite an impression because she never made me go back.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, were you like crying?
I must have been.
They're just like chopping up your head, and you're just like,
they just chopped up my hair, and I remember that they vacuumed it right off my head with a vacuum cleaner, like fairly violently. I think there was blood, and I don't remember why they did that. It just kind of happened. Maybe there's a reason I'm missing because I was like 9 or something, but.
Like I can only imagine, like you're thinking, you're like, yo, I'm about to go somewhere with mom, and you really end up going to get like a fucked up haircut, and you come
just
back
a fucked up haircut from a bunch of Buddhist monks.
Yeah, and then on top of it, she's probably like, well, it's hella late, so I'm not gonna make you dinner, so go to bed.
Fuck, dude. But God, your Cambodian wife, how did you guys meet?
Fuck, we met a long time ago. We were working together. And then she's a little bit older, so I was like a young gun, and I was, I don't know, she probably just saw the ripping hard body and was just attracted to it or something. I don't know, because I think I was even more retarded than what I am today. So I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta take into account the youthful energy you got going on. So
that is a fair point. I found like my retardedness aged like a fine wine.
Yeah, like you find your space. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you're the last kid in the orphanage, but you're down with it. You're digging it. You know, stop trying to fight it. They're never going to take you out of there.
No. God, they can fucking try. Stack up.
Just some kid with a Nerf gun trying to tell the nuns to stack up.
Come and take it.
Kid with a fucked up haircut, like, stack up, nuns. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Send bachelors. Oh, man.
Let's do it. Yeah, so I don't know. But it's worked out since. You know?
Yeah, no, I'm glad. You let her out of the cage every once in a while.
Every once in a while, but that's special occasions, like when it's time to eat on Tuesdays or something.
Well.
Yeah, no, she's wonderful. She puts up with my shit and the expensive hobby that is firearms and anything related.
Oh my God, firearms! Fucking, you said you got nods from Steel Industries, right?
Yeah, amazing. Those guys are super awesome. DTNVS's got to really put them to use under the MilSim West event. Fucking
that
absolutely.
Is fucking awesome. I got a set coming in from a Mark IV design soon, and it's like the only DTNVS's that you can get in Canada. They're made by Eternus, I think. They're pretty cool.
Oh, really? Are those pretty limited up there too? Like they hate it when people see at night. Like nobody has headlights on their cars either.
It's actually an American problem that keeps us limited. Your ITAR, International Trade and Arms Regulation, stops. Yeah. So we're stuck with like tubes from Europe and whatnot, which like we can still get tubes that aren't terrible. Like I've got dual tube white phosphorus Photonis Echoes. They're pretty good, but like they're not great.
But they work though. They work. I was just having a conversation with a buddy about it because he's looking at getting a set, but. Yeah, I guess that makes sense though. I didn't even think about the ITAR shit.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that kind of bumps up the price on everything.
It does a little bit. Like, I think I paid like, I want to say after currency conversion, like $6,000 for mine, maybe 7.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not terrible, all things considered. But that being said, it's like a 3D printed housing, like good 3D printing. And Mark IV does a really, really, really good job. So,
yeah, and I mean, as long as you got the warranty with it, then it's a
lifetime warranty.
Yeah, you're golden. You're golden at that point.
Yeah, dude, I used to run 2 PVS 14s slaved together, and it was just
here.
like, dude, it was the worst shit. It was awful.
That's a battle, man. I remember, because I got two 14s, like these L3s, and I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
sick. This is pretty much duels, but
Were
meanwhile, the
the
people with duels are like, yeah, you're not one of us.
Yeah. Oh man, I tried to justify it to myself. It's like, oh, I can share these. Oh, it's force multipliers.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I was just fucking poor.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you buy one, you wait a little bit, and you buy another.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember I put them on. I got a lightweight mount and everything. I know some dudes who rock them pretty decent, but for me, because I've kind of like a Downs head, it's just kind of like misshapen a little bit.
I feel that horribly.
The helmet tilts, I feel like, all the time, even hats. And
mine always tilts to the left, and I don't know why.
Yeah, mine's
no matter how everything's counterweighted, no matter how everything's like set up and padded. I don't know.
Especially with bridge 14s, you got to have a crazy counterweight. Every time I turn my head, it's like the whole system would keep going a little bit, and I try and bring it back.
Oh yeah, no,
and
I
then
feel
I was
that.
like, yeah, you know what? So I sold them, and I was like, that Black Friday deal through Steel. I remember we got a big group like call. There was like 4 or 5 of us, and we're all.
Oh, you do a group buy?
No, we weren't group buying. We were all just fucking hyped for it.
Man, that's awesome.
A few of us weren't even planning to get nods. Like my buddy Kev, he wasn't even like really planning to get nods unless maybe they had something good. And I just remember like we were just hyping each other up, and like I got mine and another buddy got his. My buddy Kev, who AKA the most handsome man in the world, just buys a pair for him too. It was awesome. So yeah,
that's fucking incredible.
Oh, and interesting story about that. My nods went missing for 2 weeks. They were delivered to my door, but the driver was like, nah, I don't think you should have them today, and fucking brought them back on the truck. And then they went away for 2 weeks.
Dude, what?
Yeah. Like nobody knew where they went. They checked the warehouse and shit like that. So of course
where were they?
So they said after they finally found them, after, cause I know some shooting buddies who work at that shipping company, and, they know they had a security for the state for that company. Yeah. So once he got involved, they magically found him, and it was in fucking Jersey.
I fucking guarantee that person would have taken him home.
Oh yeah, for sure. So they went missing for 2 weeks, and oh man, like you did not want to talk to me for that 2 weeks, because I sold my old nods, and then my new nods are somewhere, and I'm just like, oh fuck. Dude.
Well, now I don't have nods. What happens, if someone breaks into my house at 3 a.m., what am I going to do?
Yeah, but still super cool. I mean, it would have been all right either way, but because
still, you don't have to deal with that shit. It's
like, of course, the world is going to end when you don't have your nods.
Exactly.
Right. So it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah. It's like I love having warranties. Do I want to go through the warranty process? Fuck no.
No way. No way would I want to go through the warranty process. I think that was one justification for 214s. It's like, well, if one breaks, I could send it back in, and the other one would still be here with me.
Yeah.
But like
I think there's always a use for 14s. Like I'm probably going to get another one at some point, just to like throw in a range bag or like keep in a backpack or something. But
same here.
Yeah, but bridging them? No, never again. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. You know where it's at? Is those thermal chads.
Oh yeah, like the thermal clip-ons, or I know some people who run a 14 and a thermal on the other side. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Even if you get like a thermal, that's what one of the guys, he had the thermal at MilSim West, and dude, like we were spotting their camp and like where they were, and these stupid little people running around and have no idea we're just like out in the woods, and then we all have nods, just line up in the woods, and then we just dick them down. Like it was absolutely amazing.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I just remember lighting up some dude in his tent, and then someone else joining me, and we're just dumping BBs in this dude who's trying to sleep, and he's just like, so absolutely amazing. But yeah, the thermal, like just spot dudes hella far away.
Yeah, dude, that's thermal's a game changer. It actually kind of terrifies me, considering that's kind of the way technology is going, and everyone's going to have it soon.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's digital. I mean, it's a lot easier and cheaper to get thermal than nods.
Yeah, I hope that I'm one of the ones who gets it, because it's amazing. Like to have that, because I was thinking about getting another 14, but getting a thermal, that would be tits.
Probably about the same price too.
Yeah, I think so. I think you get it for like $6 or $7K, like a decent model, you know.
Oh,
And then
dude, even less.
Oh, really?
Yeah, depends what you're getting.
See, I told you.
I
I'm
see
not a guy.
people like selling the IRA clip-ons and stuff for like 4 or 5. I might be wrong. Someone's probably going to come in the comments and be like, Nathan, you fucking retard.
Yeah, call you a piece of shit and just like unsubscribe from your podcast forever.
Dude, we get people mad about the dumbest shit so often. I remember a little while ago, I did this. It was like a stupid boomer level meme of like, oh yeah, you can get nods and a gun and a plate carrier for 11,000. Like, so many comments. Well, actually, what kind of nods are you going to get for $11,000? And just huge comment chains like, oh, you're like, people need things to be angry about, and those things really don't matter most of the time, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's so you'll get guys on the internet and they'll go into stuff like that. Well, actually, it's this, and you need this, and you need this, and meanwhile, he's just fucking beating it to hentai all the time and doesn't own any of those things.
Yeah, no, 100 fucking %. Oh man,
there's nothing wrong with that. Shout out,
absolutely.
I know he's into that.
Yeah, no, wait, say again.
Oh, just my buddy Chili. He's a big fan of that sort.
He's into the cat girls or the octopuses.
I'm not even sure of the difference. Which one's a boy?
I mean, the cat girls can have dicks, I think.
Oh, I don't know. I'll ask him about that. I think he's maybe he just like puts his hands down someone's pants and is just super excited with no matter what he finds. He's gonna be pissed.
So what's next on your gun purchase list?
Next on the gun purchase list, you know what? I don't know. I've kind of built up a few Gucci rifles. I've really been looking at maybe like an A2 build or
going carry handle gang.
Yeah, like something like that. Even I don't know if that trend is over with yet. Something like that.
I think it's not mainstream enough that you're going to like look like a fucking hipster doing it.
Yeah, I don't know, dude, because I'm rocking the Chester stash too. So like one of those with that, like it might put me over the top as far as what's allowed.
I do notice that like everyone in the Pacific Northwest has that fucking mustache. I thought you were Micah, and I thought Micah was you.
Oh, all the time. Some people legitimately believe it. Micah's probably. I think he's the trendsetter. He's the OG. Yeah. He's the OG.
The OG fucking PNW stash.
Out in accident. So essentially, I had to wear a respirator for work, and they're really hammering down on shaving. And I used to just rock a beard, and I was like, all right, well, if I'm gonna shave, I'm gonna piss someone off. And the old lady hates mustaches, so I'm just like, boom, she's gonna get the raw part of this. And so I just went with the mustache. And then a range day came up, and I didn't have glasses. So one of my buddies, he tossed me a pair of these like shitty Chad glasses. And I put them on, and I just fell in love. And then, like, obviously hanging out with Micah, it's like, oh, fuck, we are one and the same. But he's the OG trendsetter. Mine happened by accident, but we just happen to both look hella good while doing it.
I like it. You ever see the movie Sicario?
Sicario?
Sicario.
Oh, sorry, your French accent.
Dude, I'm fucking Canadian.
Yeah. C's are pronounced different.
Yes.
It's actually Charlie likes socks, dude. That's what it is.
But yeah, Sicario. Yeah, the guy with the mustache and the fucking dad glasses. It's like something between that and Ned Flanders.
Oh, yeah, just someone like rocking a 1980s, like, I don't know, but then there's vibes, dude. You look at those old pictures of like old CAG guys, and they're just rocking like the most dad outfit ever, but they were out there just clapping dudes.
Oh, 100%.
Do you play video games or anything since you got this whole PC set up? Are you a gamer?
Dude, you can't see what I'm recording this on right now, but this is not a PC by any means. This is like
an iPad or like an iPhone 5 there in front of me.
Yeah, I got this is a $500 laptop I bought from my buddy who works at a pawn shop. It runs Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, and that's it. That's the only.
That's kind of amazing that you're doing all that work from there, though.
I actually do everything off my iPad.
Okay, fuck me then.
Yeah,
right?
like I basically just keep this because this program doesn't work on my PC at all. I want to get into gaming. I have like all the components to build a gaming PC, but I'm also a lazy piece of shit. So not all of it's sitting in boxes inside the tower that none of it's hooked up and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, I want to. How about you?
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to set yours up, man, because that's probably, I don't know if you've ever experienced the joy of just talking shit online while gaming, but it's a whole new level.
Dude, I want to. Like, I missed that whole like Modern Warfare Halo era growing up.
Yep.
Like I didn't really every time I was allowed to have a console as a kid, it was always after the next generation had come out. So I didn't really play any video games, and I missed that entire fucking like Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, all of that stuff. I think the only online game I've ever played in my life, like multiplayer, was Warzone, and even then, that was only for a couple months.
Yeah, well, it only lasted a couple months before it became complete trash.
Yeah, it kind of sucks now. I played it with Mitch a little bit, and this is when he like carried the team. I just got killed again and again and again and again. I'm fucking terrible at it. But yeah, no, I hear it's awful now.
Yeah, that's it's weird because I play it frequently, but that's only because my best good buddy Kev, he plays it a lot, and he's into it. He just has that like murder, death, kill mentality, and he like does the cool guy shit in real life. But like when he gets in a game, that's how he goes after it. And like my job is pretty much just to catch up to him the entire time.
Oh,
like that's
yeah,
it.
I feel that.
But like, I'm more of a search and destroy, just camp with a shotgun and then talk shit in between.
What do you play?
What do I play? Like,
yeah, primarily.
So right now, Squad's pretty lit. But then Modern Warfare, whenever Kevin gets on, we're playing that. So Micah's the actual. He's the one who got me into like PC, so it just expanded like my gaming universe.
What's up, lads and ladies? I'm BR, producer of the show, with a quick PSA. I don't know why I said ladies. We know girls don't listen to this show. But anyway, just wanted to quickly stop in with a message. First off, Nathan has been crushing it hosting the show, so be sure to send him some love. And Mitch, for anyone wanting a quick update on where Mitch has been, as some of you might know from listening to the show, you will have heard that Mitch was getting out of the military. He has since gotten out of the military, and he is now chilling and grilling and enjoying sports and doing Mitch things up in New York. So he's doing his thing, he's relaxing, so we're trying to help let him do that in the interim. Yeah, just a quick little update. I didn't want him to have to stop in and make a message. He is planning on doing some shows coming up, so I just wanted to touch base with you guys and kind of let you know what's happening with that. But Mitch should be back soon, and in the meantime, in the interim, Nathan is crushing it. So like I said, send him some love. Yeah, anyway, thanks guys for listening. Now let's get back to these couple of cuties, Nathan and Charlie.
Fuck, oh my god, my brain. Dude, I had this Popeyes right before we started recording, and my brain is just not working. I was about to ask you, like, what you're playing, and I literally just asked you that question. I'm just fucked. BR, I'm sorry. You can take this out or not. I don't care anymore.
No, leave it in, BR.
Oh, leave it in, that people can know my shame. It's like Mitch is the carrier over, because like the carrier of this fucking podcast, because I will, knowing full well I'm recording in an hour, I'll go get a 4-piece of chicken, eat it, and just like come back in fucking food coma while we talk.
Right, just screw
like
yourself.
Keeping my eyes open right now is a hassle, and I just downed an entire monster in like probably 5 minutes.
Yeah, you did. But you know what? It probably doesn't take effect, because you said they cut the caffeine in monsters in Canada.
They cut the caffeine in rain. Let's see how much is in this monster. It doesn't say. What the hell? 145 milligrams. So that's like,
I can't even count that.
That's just under half of what a rain has.
Oh, okay. So not very much. You know what you need? You need to get some Zinni Boys.
What are those?
The Zins? Some Zinni Boys? Do they not have that there?
No, what the fuck is that?
Oh, fuck, dude. I'm going to Operation Rescue you. It's just like tobacco-less little pouches, but they're deliciously flavored. And, I don't know, maybe it helps. I have no clue.
Maybe I should just, like, take up recreational, I don't know, meth. We'll try the Zinni Boys first and see.
I mean, honestly, like,
I hear that's a big thing out where you are, just meth.
Oh, yeah, meth, needles, pretty much anything fun, I guess. They just do a bunch of that shit.
Dude, I've never even like seen a hard drug, I don't think. And I come from a place with like a ton of drug crime, but I guess like my good boy Asian upbringing, right side of the tracks, so just never even like perceived it. If I've ever seen it, I probably just thought it was fucking flour or something. Just never happened.
Like, oh man, this bag of cocaine is like this flour right here. Yeah, I think. Well, I think that's most people, honestly, because most people just don't, go home and see their dad's meth on the table.
Most people,
and
some
even if
people
they did, there's like, what is this fucking pop rocks? Like, what is this? It's downhill from there. But yeah,
like, Dad, why are you snorting those pop rocks?
Yeah, like, what are you doing, Dad? I want to get lit with you. What's that?
But fuck, dude. So, what did you do for before all of this? Before you became Charlie Likes Cocks and started showing up on the YouTube? Like, what was your job? You mentioned you had to, shave your beard for it.
Oh yeah. So without getting into the company, the name of it, so I worked for this particular company, just super average day in day out. They they weren't too pleased when I kept refusing to take the wax, and yeah, so I recently yesterday got to tell him to fuck off and left. So
yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that was pretty exciting. Really.
Congrats, man. That's fucking huge.
Yeah. Yeah. So believe it or not, it was actually a well worded email that I sent at the end of the day. It was just like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, I'm just not gonna fucking be here tomorrow. So if you could find.
Was it amenable at least, or?
I'm gonna be 1,000% with you right now and say I have no fucking clue what that word means.
Was it good? Like, did you part in good terms?
Oh no, fuck that. No way. No, they're never gonna have me back, dude. They're never gonna have me back.
Well, fuck them.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard or anything, but you're just like, yeah, no, I'm good. It probably went. And I'd look like a giant cuck if I was like, hey, man, like, I know there's that whole thing with the vaccine, but if you could just take me back, you know what I mean? Like,
one of those things.
Yeah, like, nah.
Are they still fucking going on about that?
Well, that particular job, it was like it was like 3 times they wanted me to take, and they're just like, oh, hey, you're gonna be fired at the end of the month, and I'm just like, all right, sick, thanks for giving me a heads up, start looking somewhere else. And then they pushed it back, and they're just like, hey, man, we pushed it back, I was wondering if you could take it now. And it's like, oh, sick.
Dude, fuck Washington.
Yeah, and then there was like a 3rd time they did it, and I was still like, no. And then it sucks because there's a bunch of dudes that were like, all right, fine, I'll fucking take it, whatever, and which is crazy. But it's their decision. Good for them.
Yeah.
And and then they canceled it. They were just like, oh yeah, you don't have to fucking take it anymore. But it kind of
they kind of did that everywhere here too. Just kind of everywhere quietly rescinded their policies, and I think they kind of had to. There's such a massive gap and labor shortage, and morale's down fucking everywhere and whatnot. And
oh well, yeah,
everything's distracted by
Canada, I feel like it would be down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no offense, dude. Fucking didn't mean to call you gay or nothing.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I could totally see that. But yeah, so did that. Super exciting. And then I was just an average dude before the whole shooting thing. It's when I met up with some dudes to shoot because I was kind of getting tired of shooting by myself. It was really great because I was taking my timer out, and I was watching, back in the day. Fucking, just a few years ago, you had Lucas and his shooting and shit.
Yeah,
it's like, fuck, I don't want to shoot with these FUDs. I'd rather shoot by myself and just kind of learn like videos.
Oh,
like
dude, same.
That, So just kind of did that, and it was there was some event or class, and I decided to make an Instagram, and it was Charlie_likes_Glocks. Right, hella cheesy. Yeah, and I remember this dude Jeff. He's like, oh, it'd be funny if you changed it to Cox. And I was like, oh yeah, with like a COKS, and I was like, that would be funny if I did that. And then I didn't, and the next day, this piece of shit sends me a message and is like, hey dude, I noticed you didn't change it yet. And I was like, oh fuck, all right, let's go, let's get after it. So I changed it, and honestly, I I didn't know I was gonna like meet more people and shit. And then it was another class, like class or event or some shit. I don't remember. I just kind of I brought a steel plate rack and I set it to the side and I was like, all right, if you nerds are done shooting, I'm gonna keep shooting. And this dude Kit, good buddy of mine now, he comes up to me and he's like, hey man, is it cool if I shoot plate rack with my rifle? And I was like, yeah, dude, go for it. I don't care, because it's steel.
Yeah.
That's how they work. And so he shoots it and it knocks the steel off. And it was funny because we're just talking about it. And he's like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I was like, damn, dude, that rifle hit harder than I hit my wife. Like, and then he was like, oh, man. So it was kind of cool because then he invited me to shoots and I just started meeting people. And then, just kind of took off from there. And I just started meeting like a ton of dope ass people. So
yeah,
that was kind of the evolution. And then along the way, I've always said a bunch of stupid, ridiculous shit. So
I like it. You're a very unfiltered personality, and I really fucking appreciate that, especially now.
Oh yeah, and that's even like I got it. I literally have it like written down on the notes here, like be yourself and no N-word. Like
you wrote notes for the podcast.
Yeah, it just is be yourself and don't say the N-word.
That's all you really need. I mean, you can say it if you want. Like, I'm not going to stop you.
I feel like I can say it. My mom used to fuck black guys, so like I feel like... but I don't know if everyone else would think the same.
Yes, fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah. So that's pretty much that's the shitty, funny journey of myself summed up into a shitty story told by...
it works.
Yeah.
I think that there's beauty in simplicity.
Yeah, there is, because you could get some guys who, I don't know, maybe they just go on and rant and they come up with some fucking sob story like they're trying to win America's Got Talent or something like, it started when I was 5 and I got 7 different forms of ass cancer and I just, I believed I was going to push through and next thing you know, my dad died in a terrible fucking laser accident. Like, I don't know.
Laser accident.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know.
Well,
insert whatever.
Yeah. I can't. How did we get introduced again? I think someone told me to send you feet pics. I sent a picture of my feet on top of some barbecue sauce that was sitting on a crisp Vector.
Yeah, you did. I thought that was super gangster, by the way. Micah, he was on the podcast, and because you guys...
Yeah, it was with Micah. Yeah, Micah was the one.
You drew for his episode. You accidentally drew me.
Yeah, because there were like no pictures of Micah at the time, and that meme, someone had tagged you as Micah once. I'm like, oh well, I guess that's Micah. So I did it, and I just got a voice message from both him and Mike. They're laughing their asses off, being like, "We thought you did that on purpose. We thought you were taking the piss." It's like, no, I wasn't. I'm just retarded.
Yeah, no, that played into it as well. Still to this day, people legitimately get confused. I mean, even Brandon Herrera, he got confused when he put it up on the video. And cameraman Micah, and he just puts my big stupid face on the screen. I was dying.
That's fucking hilarious.
FaceTime each other, and we're just crying over that. That was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, Micah did that, and what was it? He told you about feet pics or something, because I sent hell of feet pics.
I enjoy it. Yeah, you got all your legs in it the other day, I think.
I got my what?
Didn't you send me a picture of your feet with your legs, or was that the other guy in the group chat? I can't remember.
No,
I think never mind. That was
yeah. I sent you. I just got out of the shower, and it was between the small dangler or my feet. So I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and send my feet. And then, but bro, you kind of one-upped me. So anyone listening, just to kind of give you a beautiful visual that I got to fucking spank it to later on, is he lays back and he puts both legs up in the air, heels to Jesus, and then he takes a picture of like his legs, and then he puts he blacks out like he's some fucking top secret ops fucking CAG dude. He puts that black strip over what would be a gigantic telephone pole cock. So
you're welcome for that, by the way.
I remember I was staying in the room with my wife, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I got one up." So honestly, after that, the only thing I could send back was a beehole pic. But I was like, no, we'll save it.
No, just save that one for later.
Yeah, that's that ace. You know,
just
what I
while
mean?
we're texting at night.
Yeah, when we're trying to fall asleep, and I'm just thinking about all the fucking monsters that didn't work. Yeah, so that's essentially how we virtually met. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just you bond over feet pics, I think.
Yeah.
feet pics and, pointed loaded guns at your cock.
Yeah. Did you do that?
I have not done that. I know a lot of people who do. I'm in a group chat where that, like, every new person, they try and get to do that. Bointing, I believe it's called.
Bointing?
Bointing. Like, that the emoji for the letter B?
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm going to say I do.
I'll fucking
send it
send
to
it
me.
to you.
Yeah. Since you talk about bointing, at MilSim West, I got my gun went down and me and my buddy did a suicide charge. We're like in, 1940 Japan, and we went down and some other kid went down in front of me. Like, he laid down and he went to his side and there's a tree right in front of him, and an airsoft nade bounced off the tree, and I watched it land right on his genitalia, and it just blew up, and it blows up, and he's like, and I look at him, just looking at, we're having that bond right now, like, man, I feel so sorry for you. I was like, dude, are you all right? He's like, I don't know. And meanwhile, his dick is smoking, like, this holy shit.
He's an actual pyro.
Yeah, because it was allowed there, and I was like, dude, you all right? And he's like, I don't know, let me check. And it was kind of like that Band of Brothers where he's just sticking his hands down there and just trying to see if he's
making sure his cock's still intact.
Yeah, dude. And yeah, no, he was good. He was good, but it looked like it hurt. But yeah, you're gonna send me bointing or docking or something like that?
I did. I just sent you, like, the way it's spelled, just boint.
All right,
so I don't know if it's it's just I think it was a trend on the internet for a little while. Like, you point a loaded gun at your penis and, like, you increasingly, like, play with the trigger. It's fucking retarded, but I think that's the idea.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any good videos of dudes who are like, you know what I mean? They're like, all right, let me point this and pull it, and it's just like a revolver, and they forgot to take any of the rounds out, like just a for sure boom. That'd be pretty dope to see.
Dude, a few guys actually blew their cocks off.
Really?
Like, actually, I remember seeing, the fear mongering fucking news articles about it, but there were people who pointed their penises at pointed their guns at their
you got caught in 4K, dude.
Pointed guns at their cocks and actually fucking blew them off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice. That's they win, I guess. But I mean, that's they can carry a certain flag down and go for a cause, I guess.
I guess so. Like, there's a certain, I appreciate it. There's a certain, like, retard award I think you're entitled to after that.
Oh yeah, for sure there is. Fuck, dude, that'd be so devastating to, like, waste ammo like that.
Yeah,
especially during COVID times.
Paid $1.50 a round, and all I got is like missing my left testicle.
Yeah, right. Fucking losers. I hope they die in a wildfire. You got a sneeze coming, don't you, dude? You're hella cute when you got little sneezes coming. Let it go, dude. Let it go. Why you don't fight it?
I was about to say, like, that retarded face that you get when you're about to sneeze and then nothing comes out. Yeah. No, that just
literally
happened.
just happened. Yeah.
No. Oh man. No, I lost.
Yeah, right. You got another one tucked up in there, dude.
I got another one. It's right up. Man, it's weird. My hay. I don't normally get hay fever, but this year it's been really fucking bad. And I really like being outside, so it's been fucking miserable.
Is that just what people call allergies?
Yeah. Yeah, just going outside, like pollen, all that shit. Like, yeah, I hike like 3 days a week, so it's just been fucking miserable, and I'm way too proud to take antihistamines. So
why?
I don't know. I just don't want to.
Oh,
I just don't want to.
Yeah, no, I popped those like rock candy. I had a real bad day the other day. And just like, all right, yeah, one of those times you just got to carry a tissue and you got to walk around the corner and just like blow snot rockets until you're just like fuck, and everyone thinks you're going to take a bump or something every 5 seconds.
Oh yeah,
it was one
like
of
the Amber Heard.
Oh yeah, the Amber Heard. Oh my goodness, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, for the record, like Johnny Depp winning, that's like the one good thing that's happened this year.
That was so amazing. Like of course, I'm one of those pieces. I'm like the guy who only reads the headlines but never reads.
Yeah, same. Like I don't actually give enough of the shit to really
the highlights. Yeah,
yeah. I learned about it through fucking memes.
Yeah, pretty much. Same here. Yeah. Same here. But it was absolutely amazing seeing it. I ran into a dude at my last job, and he was like, we got talking about it, and he was just so dead sad. He's just like, nah, fucking Amber Heard, she's gonna win. Johnny Depp really treated her wrong. Like, this guy goes and kicks it in fucking Hollywood every other weekend with him or something. And I asked him like, oh, why do you think like that? You know? And he's just like, well, I'd just rather fuck Amber Heard. And I was like, all right.
Well, that's not a great fucking litmus test for who you want to win a defamation case about, like, fucking domestic abuse.
Yeah, really. It really isn't. But at least he was honest about it, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
he was knee deep in the Amber Heard thing. And you know how stupid people are these days, including myself. Like that's their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
the weird fucking circle of celebrity worship, and none of it fucking matters. It's all a distraction.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. I don't think I've ever. Have you ever had that with like a celebrity? Have you ever been like, oh my god, I'm about to fucking cream? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I genuinely don't.
Yeah, I don't get it either. You know, maybe a little bit because I think it happens in the gun world. You know
I mean? Yeah. I've never really understood it in general, but it happens a lot in the gun world. Even like, because we're like Z rate, like F rate, internet, like Instagram nobodies.
Yeah. In fact, like I'm a nobody.
Yeah, but people be like, oh my god, you responded to message, and like it's very flattering, and I find it's really nice. But it's like, we're fucking nobodies, dude.
Yeah. Like some dude. What was it? He messaged me something. He's like, hey man, I thought you were hilarious in the Garand Thumb video, and I was like, oh, hey, thanks, man. He's like, oh my fucking god, I can't believe you responded right now. I'm just cheesing. And I'm just like, oh, dude, that's how you can convince people to give you like a $2 blowjob in a Walmart parking lot. I mean, he was cool. He was cool. You know, not.
Dude, you get $2. I've been fucking undercharging.
I pay him.
Oh fuck, I'm giving him.
Yeah, dude. What are you doing? You fucking charity, dude.
Dude, I gotta save for my moving somehow.
Yeah, that's true. But what happens when you get across the border and you forget to exchange it and you just got a bunch of fucking Monopoly money in there?
That's a fair point. I think I got like 300 Canadian dollars saved, and it exchanges to about like 5 American.
Oh yeah. So kind of like everything.
Yeah, I think that'll buy me like 2 Slim Jims.
Maybe, I don't know. It depends on inflation, dude. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like when I go to the store, I can only like, it sucks because of the rising prices. It's like I get all the stuff I want, but I can't afford to have my family eat. So they're really struggling. It's good for me, but
I mean, you can always give your family like barn feed if they need.
Yeah, I mean, even that means you got to go and get it.
Yeah, fair point.
You know what I mean? Like we gotta, toughen up, bro.
Yeah,
that's if, you know, you're getting skinnier. If you're not fit, you're gonna die. As the great one says.
No, you can just let her out, eat some grass every once in a while. It'll be fine. Photosynthesize.
Yeah, there's hella grass out here too.
Yeah,
so, I don't know if you've ever been to Washington, but
I've been to Spokane, and I've been around a little bit. Pageosity, who, God bless her heart, she's wonderful.
Oh, she's super
good friend.
Cool.
Yeah, she's super fucking cool. Was trying to get me to move to Seattle.
No bueno.
Paige, if you're listening to this, I love you, but no, your sins are your own, and I'm not going to make that sin with you. But God, I lost my train of thought. I just hate Seattle.
Yeah, honestly, you could go on forever for the hate of Seattle. It's super interesting to drive through, though. Like, if you could just drive through, because you get to see all the nice, you got nice stores. I remember I was doing a job up there, and there's like a Men's Warehouse and all, these classy stores, and you just got a bunch of tents. And there's one, like, I'm not even shitting you, man. And I know you're gonna be like, "What? You're a liar. Let me suck your dick." And it's like, no, like, fucking, there's a homeless king. I actually believe like he must be from an ancient lineage.
My mind jumps to fucking what's his name from John Wick.
What color was he?
Black.
Oh, there's only like one, right? The bald guy, right?
Yes, Morpheus.
Oh yeah, Morpheus from John Wick, dude.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. I had to.
Is he homeless?
Yeah, he's like the homeless king in John Wick.
Oh yeah. This fucking dude. So I'm driving down Seattle, right? Just trying to make it out of there. Like it's the fucking Trail of Tears. And fucking this guy, I notice a ladder and it's up against a tree. And I kind of, I take my big, beautiful blue eyes and I look up a little bit and there's a shack, a little tree fort built, and it has the homeless people tarps and pretty much tarps because that's all they use. And you climb up the ladder and you hop up into the homeless people little tree fort, and that's where he just chills. And then there's homeless people little camps, like a little homeless Oregon Trail camp just all around him. And I know, like his shit was bussing.
Dude.
So, yeah, you could actually, like, the new style of sightseeing in Seattle is amazing. Like,
that is incredible.
Really see some fun stuff. Like,
well, you know what you really need to do? I think you need to like stage a coup and depose him.
Stage a coup and depose a homeless person?
Yeah.
No,
He's the king of the homeless people.
How would you
install
even
your own king or become king yourself?
Homeless person.
Pull the CIA.
Without like fucking, I don't know, how far can scabies jump? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, what are they out there with? They might have like blow darts full of fucking used needles or something. But that would be pretty sick. Can you imagine leading a homeless army and you just get them to do whatever they want? Like, hey man, I'll give you some pizza and like some fucking needles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'll give you pizza, some like old condoms, and some needles.
Yeah.
Go depose the president of Angola.
Yeah, dude. Oh, fuck that guy. You know, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And on it, I don't even know who that is. I'm guessing he's black. But yeah, no, you could fucking, I don't know. You'd have to use him towards something stupid though. You know what I mean? Like, hey, dude, like, let's get this homeless army, and they're just like, yeah, and he's like, all right, and then we're gonna fucking line up because they're fucking homeless, and then you ask him if they could help you out skipping the line at Apple. Yeah, you know, just something super uneventful. Then you just kind of forget about him like the state does. You know, like, yeah, here's a little shack and some pizza. Like, there you go.
Dude, we started getting homeless camps here a little while ago.
In Canada?
Yeah. Well, like, I think my province where I am, it's like not a very big city, but we just passed the highest cost of living per capita in the entire country. Oh, and geez. Yeah, like I was driving through a residential area, and there's just like a tent city just popped up. I'd only ever seen those on TV, and even then it was like news exposés and fucking documentaries about like the slums of Los Angeles.
Just go out to him like, hey man, you want some
hey
pizza?
go do you want to join my personal army?
Yeah,
I'll give you pizza.
You're like, yeah, I'll take some pizza, and you just fucking shut the box. Like, pizza's not for losers, you fucking idiot. You could pick up some solid one-liners for the homeless on Xbox Live for sure.
I gotta play some video games with you guys. Is it just Call of Duty for now, or what else?
No, it's a ton of games. Squad, Call of Duty, Squad.
Oh, Squad was a game. I thought it was like a Call of Duty mode. I'm retarded.
No. Call of Duty. I heard Search and Destroy went to shit, which sucks because that was meta.
Yeah.
And then
I heard Ready or Not. That's one Drew Hopkins and all that were playing.
Yeah, I've watched a bunch of his videos play it, and it's kind of cool because like my buddy Kev, you know what I mean? Like, he does the cool guy shit in real life, and you know, I never took him up on it before he got stationed somewhere else. But he's like, dude, all right, let's go on Ready or Not, and fucking let's learn some shit, you know. And it's kind of crazy to think that in this day and age, it's like, okay, obviously it's not there in person, but at least you could get I don't know, I don't want to say the basics, but you can get the concept.
Yeah. No, it's like angle work, how to take corners, how to do all that stuff. Like, you still have to do it in person, but it is a really, really, really good training tool, I think.
Yeah, for sure it is. And then, I mean, you could take some of that and then fucking combine it with classes, and, you know, you can get some airsoft, as long as it's not one of the ones that like kids are just darting around constantly, not calling their hits because they're idiots. But yeah, you can get some, and that's another thing. Up here, there's super great training companies up here.
I've heard that a lot in Washington.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy for a blue state and how crappy the politics is. Like, there are so many dudes who are just so knowledgeable and just like ready to share that knowledge with people. You know, and just to better their skills.
100%. Yeah, there's a lot in Washington, which surprised me. I got a buddy in Idaho, and like God bless his soul, he went down to Vegas to go to fucking Front Sight. Like,
is that the machine gun shoot place, or what is that?
I don't know if they've got machine guns, but it's like really FUD level, like pistol training.
Oh, what type of stuff? Like, what do you mean FUD pistol?
Like Weaver stance kind of. I just look up Front Sight Training Solutions at some point. Just like watch some of the videos. It's really like entry level kind of boomer shit.
That's terrible. Yeah. I definitely have stepped into some classes that it's kind of like,
Like,
Yeah,
all
I
right,
don't
you
wanna
watch
do
some
that.
NRA training videos, and you got your
Oh god. So they're
yeah,
pretty much fucking Cabela people greeters.
yeah, pretty
That's what
much.
they are, you know. And every
Yeah,
single gun buddy, which I can't talk because I don't have that many shooting videos on my shit, but I guess I can because fuck them. Um, yeah, you the NRA certified. It's like, all right, that's sick.
dude,
Yeah,
I've done some of those certs, and it's fuck easy. It's garbage. It's
it's like,
genuinely garbage.
let's get a couple A zone hits at 10 yards and
Yeah, just like flat range shooting. Like, all right, what are your 4 rules? All right, like flat range shooting, 10 yards. You get like 3 out of 5 shots in the A zone, and you're passed. You're an instructor now. Fuck you.
yeah, that's absolutely wild. And I'm fuck, dude, because I love me some flat range. Like that's where like
Oh, same here.
my
Yeah,
vibe, you know. But I
yeah.
guess
But there's
the
so much
whole,
more to it.
yeah, let's repeat the rules. Repeat after me. I will not fucking whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Well,
kinda
it's
trash.
when I see someone like use the phrase NRA certified, like in their bio or in anything, if I see them say it or use it as anything positive, it's like all their credibility just goes out the fucking window.
Yeah, for sure it does. I have a few buddies in Texas, and like when they go to the ranges down there, because there's not a lot of land like there is here in the PNW. It's like they're
Yeah.
constantly fighting that battle, that FUD battle that never ends. Because you would think for how old they are, they would finally just die, but they don't. They just keep kicking.
Yeah. No,
So I don't know what that's about.
I don't know, man. Like that is the one bad thing about having a healthcare system that keeps old people alive.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Canada?
I
You're
mean,
just talking
kind
about-
of both. No,
Oh, you're
I
just
think
talking- you're
here
just
they die a
talking
little faster. We don't really have much of a healthcare system.
Yo,
here.
my guy over here is just shitting on modern medicine. Like, yeah, fuck that. Dude.
No, fuck modern medicine.
Yeah, you get some old dude in a wheelchair teaching in class. Like, all right, this is how you're not going to shoot your 100,000 rounds you've saved up over the past 20 years.
No, industrial revolution's consequences. No modern medicine. Return to monkey. Eat the
Yeah.
mushrooms. Fuck it.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. But then again, I'm not very good at camping, so I'm kind of hesitant to do that. Like, fuck, man, you should have seen when I went to MilSim West. Everybody has like organized packed bags and stuff like that, and I had this Alice pack, and I literally tried to shove everything in my house in it. Like, fuck, it's this amount of time. How am I ever gonna survive? And meanwhile, I brought like 3 packs of dude wipes because for some reason I was under the impression that when you go outside, you defecate more than the average person.
Oh yeah.
Like stupid stuff like that. But also it was great. It was great learning because I was like, okay, maybe I don't need to. I literally packed a can of chunky soup because it just sounded, you know.
Yeah.
So
No, that all that extra fucking weight, dude. It's really easy to, and I fall into that trap sometimes too. Like I went for a hike 2 weeks ago, and I fell into that trap too. And I've been doing this for like over a decade now. But I just like put everything in my bag up to the kitchen sink, and the hike ended up being on a harder trail than I was anticipating. It was like up a 60-degree cliff face for like 10 kilometers.
just straight Stairmaster the whole
Just
way.
straight fucking Stairmaster with like a big friggin' rucksack, and like it was 10K very uphill, 2K very downhill, and like 8K sustained. And holy shit, dude, I was wiped. It was awful.
Are
Like,
you saying 8,000 feet is the distance?
meters.
Is that what you're saying?
no,
you're using that weird.
I guess
shit, bro.
yeah, 20,000 meters. I guess.
Oh fuck, that's a lot.
Yeah, dude, holy fuck. But weirdly enough, too, kind of going back to the like wipes thing, I've never shit in the woods. Like I've been in the woods for like 1 to 2 week
Really?
periods for whatever reason.
What'd you do?
What?
You just picked it up with like some dog bags or something?
No, I've never shit in the woods. I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's a mixture of the fact I'm burning so many calories, or what I'm eating, or just like the. I've had it explained to me a couple times, and there's kind of this urban legend in the, I guess, Canadian military that what you eat binds you up. Like when you're eating rations, it's designed to make it so you don't poop, and you just poop after you get back. But I've heard a couple times that that's completely fake, and I've gone for like a week, 9 days, 2 weeks, whatever. I've never shit in the woods.
Well,
And it's really weird.
That may be true, man. Because Micah was telling me, he's like, "Yeah, I don't shit at these events," and I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't know, man," because I'm dropping I'm dropping a couple bombs in the morning, you know what I mean? Like 2 separate sessions. And I was like, there's no way. And maybe that's why I brought so many dude wipes. You know, Amazon stock went up that weekend.
Yeah,
and,
but you're like moving so much, and like you're probably burning everything. I don't know how that
exactly
works.
What happened. I didn't take a shit the entire time. And then, but I mean, don't get me wrong. When I got back, it was like fucking Moses in the desert, dude. Like 40 days.
Oh yeah, same. Like yeah, basically every time I go and do sustained exercise, when I get back, I have like a big fucking greasy cheeseburger, and then it's just a volcano. But
yeah, that's literally what happened. So we were on our way back, and we stopped by. It's like Five Guys or something, and I just felt it. I just felt it coming on, bro. And there was a bathroom, and it was kind of like a I don't know, they had it so weird. They had a urinal and then a toilet. Like your homies are just gonna hang out with you, so you like, which actually be pretty lit. But I just went in there and locked the door, and I was in there for like a solid like half hour while the other dudes are like eating and stuff, and I'm just like hanging out. Like all these families that are trying to use the bathroom, I just don't care. Like that's
fuck them.
Yeah, like I got projects to do, and I can't help. Like I don't want you in here while I'm trying to build this origami castle in the toilet.
But yeah, how long was MilSim West? Like how many days were you out there?
So we went out there Friday, and it ended on Sunday. So not I guess very long. For me, as someone who is very terrible at camping, and like I mean shit, like Mike had to help me set up a shelter so I didn't die from rain. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, do you not have a tent?
No, we didn't bring a tent. Me and the homie were like, "Yo, we're just gonna bring a tarp." So we A-framed it the first night. It was super tiny. We both shoved in there. And it was one of those things we went back to back, and I was just praying, like, I hope I don't in the haze, like with that wood, just kind of turn around. It's like, "What's up, buddy?" And so A-framed it. And then the next day, we're just like, "Yo, we're just gonna hang it over us so we have more room." And we're trying to build it, and dude, it just looked god awful. Like it was terrible. And Mike's right there, and you know, Mike's fairly good at this sort of thing, to say the least. And,
he's okay, I would imagine.
Yeah. And he's just like, he just steps in and but it's super cool because he was teaching us how to do certain knots and stuff like that, and totally saved our ass because we had some sort of shelter above us, so that was pretty cool. And we actually stayed there. We were going to move campsites, but we just kept dicking down NATO so hard that like, we're just going to stay here.
That's fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's an absolute blast. Anyone who's ever thinking about going to one of those events, like as a first time going, especially someone who doesn't camp, it was so awesome that you got.
It's a good first, like in an introduction, I think.
Oh, for sure it is, for sure. You know, and it gave me a ton of time under nods, and like, yeah, it's just super exciting.
Actually, like fun force on force.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And for us, it was just like fucking super cool dudes who were like calling the shots on our side. And I just remember like we get up to this camp, and all those dudes are just talking. We can hear them talking, and they have no security. So we're just in the wood line, not very far away from them at all. And then all of a sudden we just raid their shit. And that's when like I was telling you earlier, that's when we're just dumping BBs into tents and stuff like that, because it's a live game. It's going on constantly. You know,
there's no reprieve.
And I just remember like just absolutely amazing. Like it was so cool. You know, you may never be a high speed dude, but you could be a high speed airsofter, and that's definitely what I was. So when I got back, I got to use that meal discount at Taco Bell for 10% off. So I was super stoked, you know what I mean? So
thank you for your service.
Yeah, it's no problem, dude. The real battle comes after.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you fucked up NATO. I guess that's more than most people can say.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, it was super awesome. They they put up a good fight. Both sides, it was super fun. I don't know about their side. It was fun shooting them. So I don't know if it was fun for them being shot, but yeah, we just constantly, the first night we were out until 4:30 in the morning, just hitting them. And we get back to camp, and we get woken up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and they tried to do some like push into our encampment, and we just dicked them down again. And that was just our side. Like there's other groups going on during this whole event, so I could just speak to what was going on around me. It was awesome, dude. super awesome. And you're always on kind of edge. I remember we're out in a field, and Mike has a thermal, and he's like, "Oh fuck, dude, I see a guy out there, and it's a big old open field." So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to go out there and win the Medal of Honor or some shit. So it's like, I'll go with you, bro. And we go out there. Mike's looking at him, and I think at one point he was like, "Oh, I could see his arms," and yeah, it was just a deer.
Oh,
yeah. So, but it was still cool, you know, because we thought we were chasing some stupid idiot that like crawled across this like vast expanse of just wet grass, and it was like dedication.
But it was a deer the entire fucking time.
Yeah, it was a deer. You know what I mean? And deers are cool. You know what I mean? Anything that has hands carry guns. Guns are a threat. Obviously, that particular deer did not have hands, so we let it go.
I mean, it might have as a skinwalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be a skinwalker.
That's a valid point right there. That's a real valid point. I'm looking back now. You know what? I thought something was off a little bit. You know, it just looked too deerish.
Looked too deerish.
Yeah.
But it had hands.
That's what they do. That's the MO of the skinwalkers, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if there's anything I know from Wikipedia, like that's their MO for sure.
No, honestly, that tracks. They either look like deers or politicians, and there's no in between.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. Like politicians are just like giant piles of shit. So
yeah,
maybe deers can be hella cute sometimes. Yeah. They're pretty. But yeah, no. So it's just a deer, but it was super exciting just doing that. I don't even know. Fuck. Did I even make the point I was trying to make when I first started talking?
Dude, I have no idea.
Just get lost in your eyes when I'm looking at you right now. Like it's almost like, you know, sometimes when you're driving and you forget your sunglasses that you stole from someone, and you just want to put your hands up, like get out of my eyes, son. Like that's what I'm looking at you right now. You're just like a ray of sunshine. So I just got lost in them.
Oh man, I am going to compete for the boyfriend position, I think.
Dude, don't let Kevin hear you say that, dude.
Oh, dude. Well, I ain't gay, but I'll gay marry you for a green card.
Dude, I'll gay marry you for a green card, dude.
Hell yeah, you can. I'll trade you for American citizenship. You can have shitty access to the healthcare that you won't get until like several years after you die.
Yo, that'd be kind of lit though, because
it'll be free though.
Always making appointments I intend to never go to.
Dude, I had this eye infection fucking years ago. And I got a referral from a doctor. What?
Pink eye?
No, it was like this weird sac in one of my eyelids.
Okay.
And it got to the point where it was like poking my eye, and I couldn't sleep, and it was like actually fairly painful. It was like I think they're called chalazions or something.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, there. It was like a sharp tip on the inside of my eye, and it was scraping it. And it fucking hurt.
Yeah.
And I was losing sleep over it. So I got a referral from my doctor, and he's like, all right, you know, this has to be treated at the hospital. We got a referral. You'll go there. It might take a couple weeks to clear. A week goes by, 2 weeks go by, 2 months go by, nothing. Eventually I go in, just like I know where the clinic is, and I just like walk in. It's a Saturday and no one's there. And I'm just like, I haven't slept properly like more than 2 or 3 hours a night in weeks at this point. And my eye is like raw, and I just sit down and I'm dejected. And an optical surgeon comes in. He's showing his friends around. He sees me and he's like, dude, your eye, holy shit. And I tell him what happens, and he's like, all right, I'm not supposed to do this, but he just takes me into a side room and does the operation like on his own. And it's 5 minutes to like cut the thing open, put some antibiotics on it. He just sends me home with an eye patch. And to date, now, like 7 years later, I never got the call back. Like I'm still waitlisted, or they just forgot. Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, our healthcare here fucking sucks.
Dude, that's what was it? I was in Olympia one time, right? And it was me and a buddy, and we're just chilling in Olympia. We did not remember it was fucking May Day. And that particular day, I guess all these dudes like wanted to riot in Portland, and then wanted to riot in Seattle, and they're just like, oh, well, it's pretty locked down, so they end up in Olympia. And we're just walking down the street, and then we just hear flashbangs and shit. We're like, oh fuck. And then we see a group of them, so I'm just like, fuck, what do we do? You know, we're concealed carrying. And I remember I called the what's that number? 911, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey man, like it's getting pretty sketchy down here. Like we're carrying, what should we do? And they're just like, well, just do what you gotta do. And we're just like, what the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah. And so we're just like, all right. So we're kind of trying to walk out of there, and it's just getting even sketchier. The crowd had like started to push towards us, and we call again, and just nothing. We're just like, all right, fuck it. And I remember everything went smooth. We eventually got to our car and got out of there, and then was like, fuck, well, I guess that was a bad day to go down there. But I remember later on that night, this is hours and hours afterwards, I got a call back from the police station. It's like, hey, do you still need us to come out? It's like, no, dude, we're good, man. But thanks for the checkup. That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
so,
that's nice that they called back, I guess. But
I guess, yeah. I wonder what they would have done if it just kept ringing, though. You know what I mean? Like
fucking nothing, dude. They're cops.
Yeah. So, but that sounds like the fucking daily in Canada when it comes to the healthcare system. Yeah. But it's funny that they use that. They kind of use that whenever they talk about America and guns. They're just like, well, at least we get free access to healthcare. It's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, that people get taxed like 50% or more of their income for, and then can't access, and they die on a wait list.
That's insane. And that's kind of insane that he was like, the doctor he saw, he was like, hey, man, I'm really pushing the rules here. But
he just does it anyway for free off the books, which was super fucking kind of him. But the fact that I was waiting like in pain for months and now years, because, he didn't put in the record like, hey, yeah, this happened.
Yeah, maybe you still have it.
Yeah. As far as they're concerned, I still
have that happened a couple times since?
No,
you're a healthy guy, dude. You look like a healthy guy. Going out hiking 20 million fucking kilometers or whatever you're saying.
Oh no, dude. It just justifies the Popeyes. I keep a pretty healthy balance of like eating just enough to not become an entire, hiking just enough to not become an entire fat ass, and just like eating shit.
As long as you can cruise, there's a certain level of cruise. You know what I mean? I got a buddy Sam, and he's a god. He's just an absolute god. Like I go to the gym, right? But this guy, he's older. Hashtag no offense, Sam. But dude, he looks like sorry, cum throat. He looks like he's in his 20s. You almost got it too now. He looks like he's in his 20s. He just chiseled, bro. And I go to the gym with him, and he's like, all right, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. And I'm just fucking tired hearing it. And I'm just like, oh man, trying to keep up. So
yeah, some people just have that whole like Greek god aesthetic going on, and they can just go forever.
Yeah, dude, just genetics. And like he's the type of dude who's like, yeah, I was bigger, but I decided to cut down, and I'm still fucking jacked. And it's like, all right, dude, like,
yeah, that's very lucky. It takes a lot of work.
Thanks for rubbing that one off on me.
Yeah.
So like, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should commit to each other. We should do that. Yeah, we can.
In what way? Because I'm down for both.
Both. We should do all of them, dude.
Yeah.
Go to the gym, dude. Get some nice, some Denti Moore fucking diet meals if that's a thing, and we'll just send constant updates to each other.
Dude, straight up, I'm down. I will go to the gym right after we're fucking done recording this. I don't give a shit.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you don't have to.
1,000% not doing it. Nah, you're not gonna do it, bro. You're not gonna.
I fucking bet. I 100%
threw it out there. If I don't get a picture of you at the gym tonight, I'm calling you out in my story, bro.
Dude, straight up. It's going to happen. I don't care. It can be 2 a.m. I'm going to the gym, and I'm going to send you, I don't know, a picture of my feet or something.
Yeah, just make it hella creepy.
Just hella creepy. Like try and get like a whatever reception person is there, and just like stick your little piggy toes out there. There's not at like 2 a.m. at the gym. There's either the same like brunette jacked girl who spends 4 hours there every night. Yeah, that's hella creepy that you name one particular person, but keep going. It is, but she's always there. She's always there, and like she always has this really pissed off look in her face. So I kind of like avoid her because I think she could beat the shit out of me. Nah, you'd be surprised how easily chicks fold when you hit them. I don't know, man. This girl is like entirely muscles. Her arms are bigger than mine. Really? She's roided, dude. I don't know. It's like she looks normal. Like I see her go in, but then like I see her curling and her arms just like triple.
Yeah, in the background, she's eating those trenbolone sandwiches, dude.
Yeah. No, I don't know if she's fucking gearing, but probably. But she works hard. I'll give her that. Like straight up, when I go in, she's there. When I leave, she's still there. And fucking get it, girl.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. That's like when you see a fat person jogging in the rain, and you're like,
yeah, dude.
I mean, it's like, well, they're out in the rain jogging. What are you doing?
Yeah, and I'm not. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it's either like her or a pack of Indian dudes, and I'm guessing they got off their shift at McDonald's. Bro. Yeah.
What do? They kind of like a fucking pack of hyenas. Do they just circle around her, hoping that like she'll make eye contact? And in that country, that means go.
I think they must be intimidated because they don't bother her either. They do. One night a couple weeks ago, I was just like, I'm not a confrontational person when like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
But they were just like walking around and not putting their weights away and shit. And I got in one of their faces, just like, fucking clean up after yourself. Yo. What are you doing, you fucking slob? And to their credit, they did it.
Did they really?
Yeah. They fucking cleaned up after themselves. I guess I got shamed into it.
Yo, and now you're probably getting hella phone calls asking about your DirecTV subscription.
No, I just hope they don't key my fucking Prius.
Nah, dude, you don't touch a Prius. You don't touch a Prius, bro.
Dude, it's the ultimate gray man vehicle.
Dude, it's an amazing, like, all right. Like we were saying earlier, all-wheel drive Prius, that's where it's at.
Dude, I didn't even know they made an all-wheel drive one. I've got like the SUV-ish one that they discontinued a few years ago. It fucks. There's enough space to fit a Benelli in the trunk.
Yeah, and that's pretty gangster. Can you imagine if you had to go outside and these Indian dudes are yelling at you in a language you have no desire to learn? And you just pop the Prius trunk and pull out a Benelli on them? Oh, fuck, dude. We might start seeing Canadian headlines here.
Oh, my God. Well, maybe Biden will pull a Trudeau and just like, oh, well, a mass shooting happened in Canada with a shock. Not me, RCMP. This is a joke. We are joking.
Yeah, it's
mass shooting happened in Canada. Yeah, we're going to ban shotguns, I guess, here in America. But
yeah, no more birdshot. What was it? Have you ever seen that like music video where some dude's playing a guitar and it's Biden and it's buy a shotgun? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was well done.
Yeah, dude, that's amazing. But yeah, that'd be interesting. Well, I mean, they're trying to fucking ban everything, so I wouldn't doubt if eventually.
Yeah, dude, they're going to be having the same talk in like 10 years about fucking lever actions here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, well, you know, now it's like you don't need that to kill a deer, and it's like, well, you don't need to kill a deer to kill a deer, and it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and it's like, oh well, 5.56 will blow someone's head clean off. It's like, what the fuck do you think 308, like 30-30, and all of that do? Like common hunting calibers.
And then you just got the NRA who's just like hella fucking, all right, we'll agree with you on this one. You don't need one bullet for one deer. We could just fucking make some spears, you know?
Oh my God. Dude, I'm surprised the NRA is still around.
Yeah.
But the one convenient thing about the NRA is they're like a convenient distraction.
Oh, for sure. For sure they are. You know, then you got some like dope like firearms policy and shit.
Firearms policy is dope.
Have you ever seen their Twitter? They go ham on Twitter.
They don't give a shit. Like, fuck you. No, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, literally just those two words. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No, I really appreciate that. And the one good thing about the NRA and the one reason I'm glad they're still around is it takes heat off groups like that.
Oh, it for sure does. It for sure does. And you got dudes like what's that one guy? I'm pretty sure he has a professional career and just getting fingered blasted by his homies.
David Hogg.
Yeah, that's it.
Just immediately.
Yeah, dude, you knew it.
What a piece of shit. Fuck that guy.
I love it when he talks about the NRA and you're just kind of sitting back like, yeah, we don't like him either, man.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, fucking. Yeah, like Wayne LaPierre just got elected to remain the head of the NRA, which shows, if nothing else, it's like nothing has changed.
Didn't he do some like creepy stuff in a hotel or something? Was that?
I don't know about that. I thought he was involved. Fucking lawyers allegedly, maybe. I heard a rumor that allegedly he was involved with huge amounts of embezzlement and taking donation money, but I have no idea.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. Right. And then the whatever's left over, they send to Cabela's to try and get you to sign up for a free bag.
Dude, Cabela's in America is such a different experience in Cabela's here. They don't even sell AR mags in Cabela's here.
That's so weird. It was the jam, man. And I think before Bass Pro bought them out, it was the jam. Like cheap.
I heard actually the reason that Bass Pro bought them out was the stock was getting shorted super hard and they were about to go bankrupt, and Bass Pro actually saved the company. I heard that from a Cabela's employee. I don't know how true that is, but he seemed really thankful for the fact it happened and said that it saved the company because the owner of Bass Pro then took Cabela's private, so that could never happen again.
Oh, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah. I have no idea if that's true, but he's a guy I buy from fairly often, and he like his head's in the right place. And I don't think he'd tell me something if he didn't genuinely believe, and he's worked for the company for a long time.
Yeah, I mean that's something. I mean you can choose to believe it. That sounds something. That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
I guess all the stuff's very like instantly verifiable. We have the sum of all human knowledge at our fingertips, but I'm going to choose to believe it. I'm not going to fact check myself. I don't give a shit. My source is me.
What happens if it's something stupid? You know what I mean? And then just kind of ruins you even more. But that's crazy. Yeah, they don't sell. So it's just like camping stuff and everything like that up there.
No, you can still buy like guns there. Like you can fucking buy 5.56 there. They actually started stocking black rifles again here. Like you can get AR 180s and PC9s and all that shit. Like what Canadian legal semi-auto carbines are left. You can buy at Cabela's here, but they don't really stock a lot of like tactical stuff.
Well, I guess a lot
of like bolt and lever actions.
Yeah, like here, I mean, you can get like mags and stuff, but you're not going to get anything. It's a great starter place.
Yeah,
I guess I know whenever I go in there, I'll buy a couple mags just to say I bought a couple mags. Until they stop selling mags, then I pretty much have like no reason to go. Well, that's not true because I'm starting to get into camping.
Yeah,
so maybe I will go in there. And,
yeah. If I want like an optic at a good, like if I want to buy one local and not have to fuck around with ordering it, like I'll go to Cabela's. Like there's one not too far from me that has like RMRs and all of that stuff. Oh, and sometimes they sell them under like online retail. So,
and when I went and I got my EOTech, they price matched Amazon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was pretty stoked about that. I ended up later on, but.
Like it's kind of a boomer FUD company, but I'll never give them shit. Like I'm kind of glad they exist.
Yeah, for sure. I remember during like COVID and the ammo shit, dudes just lined up out of the store, and that was when online prices were skyrocketing, but they still had the contracts, Cabela's, so you could still get fairly cheap ammo.
Yeah, no, it was like that here. You could still get 5.56 for 40 cents a round.
And then now it's gone back down, so I'm just on the high horse. Like, nah, fuck that, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Here, it's gone back up quite a bit. Probably, inflation and the fact that the market's picked up again. But
overall, not too bad overall. I didn't start buying ammo online until COVID. I was just going into Cabela's and buying.
Before you were buying it from a dude in a fucking parking lot.
Yeah. That was honestly that was pretty sick.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
It was like that movie Cesario. That you said.
Cesario. Dude, I can't believe I pronounced it like that. I'm a fucking retard.
Dude, maybe a lot of people are probably gonna fucking hit the like button on this one. Maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe it is pronounced. Do you speak Spanish? You said you're Asian, right?
Dude, I think the Spanish population of my city is like 3. What's kind of weird is
but they got a fire taco truck still though.
No, there's nothing. I think there's like one. All 3 of those Spanish people. Or Mexican people, I don't know. They have a restaurant called El Taco Loco, and it's a couple blocks from me. And I think those are the only Hispanic people I've seen in this entire city.
Tell me that restaurant ain't fire, though.
Oh, no, it's fucking awesome. It's amazing. Yeah. Other than that, if you want Mexican food, you're going to Taco Bell, and it's going to be Indians making it for you. So,
yeah, which is I think about oh man, put that filter on. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You know what I heard? I heard there's bomb Chinese food in Mexico.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually kind of. I've never been to Mexico, and I kind of want to go, but I feel like we just end up getting our fingers cut off or something.
Yeah, I mean, I went once, like I was saying earlier, when I was a kid, and like when you wander outside of the nice part, it gets a little sketch. That's like when I saw those homeless people their homeless people look way more homeless than our homeless people.
Oh, how so? Like, do they have the bindle, like the little cloth bundle on the end of a stick?
I don't know. The homeless lady I saw had like a baby, and then she had like her kid selling those pieces of gum and stuff, and it was like,
that's just kind of sad. That's a sad kind of homeless.
yeah. I mean, I got over it. It's not,
You didn't buy the gum though.
No, well, I was a kid, dude. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know I could use American fiat to purchase this gum while I went back and played Halo. If I had known that, I would have dropped it because I for sure had money in my wallet. I think. I don't know. At this point, I could just be making shit up to make myself feel better about not buying that family a meal for a night.
Yeah, I was going to say, you give them like $1 American and they're laughing for a week.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what a lot of dudes at the last company did. You know, they got that good retirement, and they just take off to a foreign land where they don't care. They don't give a shit. It's like, $100, fucking feed a village.
I find it so funny. Like, some people, like, it's always the weirdest people, do. They just become like crypto rich and they move to a random country where their money goes really far. Or in one case, I know someone here who got like NFT rich and she bought a farm. Like, I respect that. It's always the weirdest fucking people, though.
Do they buy the farm in Canada?
Yeah, she bought a farm in Canada. I think because she's retarded, but...
Yeah, I was going to say. I was like, did she have that weird shaped head?
It's kind of like Sloth from the Goonies. Like me.
Yeah, bro. She for sure was the R word, dude. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's cool, though. You know, living off the lands right next to a city and, like, you know.
Yeah, right next to a city in just like a horrible province in a horrible country.
Oh, what was it? Was it that French province where everyone's pissed off all the time?
Oh, Quebec. Yeah, no, fuck Quebec.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're probably not welcome there, huh?
I've been there a couple times. Montreal's nice. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but like if you leave that city, everyone just wants to kill you if you speak English.
Really?
Yeah. No, they don't like English speakers there.
That's hell in 1940 Germany of them.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's really interesting.
That sounds like
I think they just banned English being used in all healthcare there, I believe. Someone's probably going to fact check me on this, but yeah.
So when you go into an appointment you can't even describe what's wrong?
Yep.
Whoa, what do? They arrest you, or they?
I don't know. It's like knowing them, and from things I've heard. God, a friend of mine went... this is New Brunswick. So there's two provinces that speak French. There's Quebec, which is, all French, and there's New Brunswick, which is half French. She went into a restaurant and tried to order food, and the person just ignored her. Just like fucking ignored her. And then when she asked, like, hey, like, start speaking in broken French, the server looks at her in perfect English and says, if you don't speak French, you shouldn't be here. That's a lot of the attitudes that you see.
That is like the Canadian version of American History X.
Oh, dude, straight up. Like, it was 2 steps away from telling her to bite the curb.
Whoa. Yeah, that's kind of... Thank God I have no plans to ever step foot in Canada.
Dude, it sucks. Don't come here. Don't come here. If you do come here, don't open the windows. Don't talk to anyone. Don't just get out as fast as you can.
Don't open the windows.
Don't open the windows. Don't let the air in.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that's wow. You're really kind of killing my vacation plans, man. It was either Canada or Spokane.
Go to Spokane. Just I don't know, like feed the homeless people there or something. Gross. Depose the homeless king.
Oh yeah. I guess I could there. I don't know if they have a chapter there, a homeless king chapter. So
they may. You know what you could do? You could pull a CIA and get different homeless encampments to fight each other. Just stage a war.
Oh fuck! What would you say though? What would tip them off, dude? What would tip them off? Like, how would you get them mad at each other? That's the thing.
I don't know. Just like steal their bindles, put them in the other people's camp. Like,
like steal the pallet.
Infect their needles and blame the other. I don't know.
I feel like their needles are already hell infected though.
This is true. You could always make them worse, but I don't know how much worse.
I could maybe like
monkeypox, I guess. I don't know.
Tarps or something. Whoa, dude, you went back to 1840 on that one.
Whoa. Like monkeypox blankets from one camp goes to the other.
Yeah, I'm like, here, man, I swear they're really warm, dude. They're really warm. That's why if you get a cough, don't worry about it. It's just coronavirus. It's definitely not smallpox. Yeah, I don't know. Besides that, and maybe like take one of their pallets or something, like literally one of their sidewalls or something like that. But
dude, oh man. Well, then now it has to happen. So next time I'm fucking vacationing down there, I know what we're going to do. We're going to pull a full CIA.
a full CIA, just
Full
go
CIA.
in and hand out hella 50 cals to all these homeless people.
Exactly. Yeah. Give them some javelins. Give them and point them at the other encampment and tell them that they stole their snacks. I don't know.
Just tell them they fucking were talking hella shit on them. Yeah, they called your mom fucking stupid, dude. They said they're gonna fuck your dad in the race car bed, dude.
All right. Anyways, we are coming up on 2 hours, and I have to go to the gym and send you some feet pics.
You do, man. You owe me those. You owe me those. And if
I do owe you. I told you, dude. Bet I'm going to go to the gym right fucking now.
I'm not even sleeping tonight, dude. I'm about to down another cup of coffee. I'm going to be waiting for him.
Deal. You know what? I'm holding you to it. Bet. Anyways, yeah, thanks for coming on here, man. We're going to have to do this again because, like, I feel like we never really had a direction with this. Just 2 hours of incoherent rambling. But anyone who listens to this podcast is just going to assume that.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. I don't know.
Anyone who knows me and anyone who knows of you couldn't really expect anything else.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm going to listen. There's going to be hella talk about guns. Like, nah, we got homeless wars, dude.
We got homeless wars. Dude, I don't even think we brought up guns in the last episode at all. We just talked about fucking Morbius.
Yeah, that's the way to go, though. That's the way to go.
No, dude, it's. I think that's the fun thing about this, though. You get to know people a little bit, and also you get to get ideas about staging homeless coups.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like, and now I feel like we're best friends. When you come down, I'm hella looking forward to pulling a bite and just like.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth, homie.
You want? Bet. In a non-gay way, dude. I'm about to go upstairs.
No, I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is.
Yeah, exactly, dude. He's the one. He's fucking me. He's the gay one.
Anyways, yeah, we're going to do this again.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Thanks for having me on and blessing me with that cute face of yours.
Anytime. And before I go, I realize that I'm absolutely going to steal Mike's bit here again, and I don't give a shit. Piece of dad advice. Go.
Oh fuck! Piece of dad advice, dude.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't the classic that's been heard 1,000 times. Don't sweat the petty stuff. Pet the sweaty stuff.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Love you.